Yesterday, Dan talked about when he was going through your house. He talked about when he did a framing inspection. That was his job on the job, and so he'd carry around a hammer and a can of spray paint. So if your house is spray painted, that means there's something wrong. If it's on the outside, your sheeting wasn't had the nails facing right, or they were too big of space and you're missing nails. On the inside, if you see it on like corners of things, you make sure things are flush. If it's not flush, like a hammer, if it's supposed to get flush, okay? Especially around your door frames, trims, all that needs to be flush. Also, yesterday's class I showed you, those trim edges, make sure you tap them together with do not split it up. You must do this first and then plumbing together. Go for it. Get to work. Let's bring it in. Bring it in. 1, 2, 3. Ideal. Let's go. Let's go.
Well, yesterday I was mainly going outside, just nailing all the nails that need to be into the plywood and other stuff. Austin was inside doing a little bit of plumbing, and yeah, mostly just yesterday was just one simple thing. It took a long time to do.
Cool. And what are you going to be doing today?
I guess like mostly plumbing today, and then at the end of the day, we're gonna switch partners, or for like tomorrow. But right now, I'm gonna see if there's like some nails sticking out on the outside and inside.
Oh, you're going to handle shiners.
Shiners. I think I mostly did it yesterday too. So, yeah.
And then you got Cassandra over here. So I wasn't rolling on that right now, Amelia. So talk to me about, so it might not, there she is right there.
Here I am, baby.
Come and take me.
When you do the corners, they have to be at least like 6 inches or more,
Uh-huh.
or less. I mean, but I did my measurements, so it's like at least around like 36 nails just for a corner, like 18 on this side and 18 on this side.
Okay.
But you got 4 corners, but it's just for the sidings. This is also a sidings with 2, so this is already another 36, and this is already another 36 nails. So just one wall is already over 100 nails just for the corners. You still got the middle right here, which you need at least 8 inches, 8 to 10 inches.
There's
So,
a lot of nails that
that's
goes
a
into
lot.
this, and every single nail needs to be, like, you basically kind of have to give every single nail like a little 10 to 11 care to make sure it's settled correctly.
Yeah, you gotta make sure it's all lined up and everything. And not only that, you can miss and you have to go inside of the building just to hit some shiners out, like we discussed last time, which is just nails sticking out from the inside. I'm gonna count it. Let's go on the sides. You got one corner, right? 36 times. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
You're counting the studs here?
10, 11, almost 12, 13, 14, and that's just the sides.
Okay, so 14.
So that's already 504 just for the outside. 504 just for the outside, which is like the corners and other stuff.
That's 504 nails you have to make sure that are not shiners, right?
Yeah, it's a lot. And well, most of it's already like behind studs. Like this is like the wood is bigger, So it's like guaranteed to not miss.
So we're gonna have to cut that one out. This one's not too bad. That end's the same way down there. It's got a big bow on it. Can you see that?
Yeah, but how did ours get voted there?
Just because the placement of where the bolt came through the beam and stuff. So like this one just needs to have the. This one just cut the plywood back.
Is it the metal plate that's holding it up?
You can see it here.
We could get metal plates that fit the glue
You
in.
can, well, tell the manufacturers to special cut them for me, and you pay the bill. All right, and I'll do that.
Oh, okay.
So
They
you can
stick
see
out
the
a
metal
half
plate up here,
Right.
and they cut it down. So we got rid of that problem. So whoever's on that building doing plywood's gonna have to
Building 2.
cut those down.
Yeah, Junior heard already.
Y'all got a lot of work down in building 2. Building 2.
Oh no.
You push it out from the inside, now you take it out from back out here.
Yeah, we've done this somewhere. You want to usually turn it so it doesn't mess up the hammer. If you do it like this, it can mess up the hammer. You gotta go sideways like that. That's what Donna was talking about.
You have some nails a little too high up?
Yeah.
Like where?
Well, there's my hammer is right here.
Alright, what's going on here, Austin?
All right, so we got the plumbing in. Basically, I'd say I got about 85% of it done. We got the hot and cold 1/2 inch supply line. We have the 3/4 inch from the bottom. That's the main. We have the washer and dryer lines in. We have the air vents in. We have lines that are coming under the ground. And that is the cold for the toilet. We teed off there. This will be to the vanity, so that's our sink. And we're putting together the shower and the shower head right now. That's going to be over here, centered up to the top. And it actually is going to be up here by this X, right there. We're waiting on a few parts that are coming from the Home Depot store right now. Once we get those, we're going to knock that out, and then we'll move on to electrical.
Exciting to do a shower?
Oh yeah, this is fun. This is all PEX line. I love PEX. This is good stuff. Brass fittings, PEX lines. You can bend that stuff any which way that you need it to be bent. It doesn't have a whole lot of connections and fittings that you have to do. You can bend it like here. Less fittings, the less opportunity that we have for any leaks. So we like that. And then these PEX lines have proven to last almost as long as brass. So I mean, it's just, copper. So it's just really good stuff. And this is what you'll find in the modern homes these days. Is the majority of it is copper. PEX lines here. It's exciting. Good things are happening. We're gonna go fix this pocket door real quick. Yeah, so this is our brad nail gun.
Specifically for brad nails?
Yes.
Okay.
So you have your 2 inches, you have your 1.5, 1 inch, and it just depends on the depth of the wood and how delicate it is. Right now we're gonna fix a pocket door. And I would use this for like trim, you know, that's gonna go through and then it's gonna hit into a stud. This is actually just going into 2 separate trim pieces. So I don't wanna blow up the wood, so I'm gonna get a little smaller brad nail. Because when you put 2 trim pieces together, you always use a smaller piece. This is for like hitting into a stud on a trim piece.
One is?
Yeah, that'll work. Woo, maybe. Yeah. So I found the nails that I need. When these pocket doors come in, this piece, what'd you do?
I whacked my chair.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
That's alright. Okay. Alright, let's try that again. So you got the right size nails because they need to be skinnier, right?
Yeah, well, they just need to be shorter. The gauge on them is a little smaller as well. But basically, on this side, if you can see over here, these guys come in and it's 2 different pieces. It's this piece that acts as the door that receives the door when it comes in, so you no longer see it. And then this is the top piece where you screw it into the stud, and it actually has the frame on it. So that's what it glides on. So anyways, these pieces aren't exactly dead on, and this is a finishing piece that you'll see at the end. So we want to push this over and make this look right. So that's what I'm gonna do now. Why are you so... Dilly, you can have this now. You want this? Oh, he got him on. We want 2?
Yeah, too late.
You need some real knowledge up in here?
A different set of pliers for these?
Oh yeah, lineman's plier.
The yellow ones? Oh, I know.
Just touch it on there. You don't have to go very hard. Is this where you want it? Oh, we're just talking about, I got done with my plumbing, so I'm able to kind of move around a little bit and show them all the things that I struggled with, or the things that I learned. So I was showing her that if you take the lineman's pliers on the clips that are in there that we use for the pecs and just touch it a little bit and make it just a little bit tighter, it makes it a lot easier for her to get in there and actually use the clamping tool on it.
So you just gave it just a little squeeze. Nice.
Yeah. And then you'll want to, there you go. You'll move that back a little bit, whichever direction that you need it to be. One of these is going to have to bend.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. One of them has to move a little bit.
Right.
Okay. Cool.
Each one of us kind of get done, a little bit one before the other, and then the team that gets done a little bit earlier, if they can come around and kind of tell the other ones, hey, I learned this or I learned that, it just accelerates the learning curve and keeps us moving a little bit faster. So that's all we were doing there. So this is what we were doing with the brad nail gun. We made this to where it's nice and flush, not one sticking out further than the other. The height of it is the same because that's going to be a finished look. That's not going to change. And then the last thing that we're going to do is we'll take out a screw or 2 on the track here, and we will replace them with some longer screws. And what that'll do is it'll hold the track where it's supposed to be, but it'll also go up through this frame and into the framing of the 2x4, and that's going to make it a lot more stable. So we'll do that now.
Well, they're marking the errors. So this was sticking out a little bit, so we want to make it flush. So we got to hit this in. I put a nail in just so it'll stay. We got to hit it in too, make sure it's all flush. We still got to look around more. Like, that's spray painted, we can see what's wrong with that. Maybe it's not flush, or maybe it needs to be nailed. Just got to look it over. That needs to be nailed on that side, so I'll start nailing it. I'm going to need different nails though.
Does that help your memory, or does that help you like retain the information better?
Well, it's helpful to not have to leave my house every 2 minutes. It's like you go look at somebody else's. Austin's already done, so I just was able to go and take pictures of all of his things, and then I went and I grabbed everything that I needed. But since every house is gonna look a little bit different, like that's what I'm trying to figure out right now. The way that this stuff looks, like.
So, and it helps you to go according to the pictures, huh?
What's that?
It helps you to go according to the pictures.
Yeah, because even if I have to change it or modify it, it'll be pretty minimalistic. You know, it's not anything crazy that I can't figure out. I just want to make sure that I'm doing it correctly.
Yeah.
Hey, Jordan. Whoa. Yeah, I'm sweating. I think I'm breaking a sweat.
What are you doing up here?
We are nailing and measuring, getting prepped for putting this parapet wall roof. So we're just putting the bottom piece, and then we're gonna build up from there. So right now we're cutting pieces. We still need all this side, and I'm making lines to make sure that we are nailing. It's 8 in the centers, and then every 6 inches all the way around. So we gotta make sure that we have enough nails all the way around. And then right now we're gonna be cutting this piece here too for this plywood. We need to make sure that we have a nice little square there. So where's my measuring tape?